Welcome everybody live to LC's coverage of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series racing here from Pocono Speedway, located in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, for race number 12 of the very first season Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Justin Wilson is your pole sitter, up here in the broadcast booth is myself, Lucas Cram, alongside fellow commentator Stephen Gale. Steven, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay after that.
Yes. So yeah, I got that mixed up there. It's been a long night. Yeah. We're I also have the all right. Yeah. We're going to take a look at your starting grid here tonight. On the pole, as I said, Justin Wilson, that 58 machine, has had a dominant last few runs. We also apologize, as I remember that last week at Charlotte, my PC actually shut down mid-broadcast. As you know, we covered about until lap, I forget what it was, 50 or somewhere around there, 150, something like that. So yeah, I apologize for that. An update, Justin Wilson did in fact win that race. But yeah, my PC shut down and I couldn't get it back on in time, so we apologize for that. I'm not quite sure what happened, but we're here broadcasting this race, so appreciate you all coming out and watching it. And yeah, Justin Wilson on the pole, Jeffrey Meyer, who is outside. Row 2, we have Jim Ott, number 3 machine, alongside CJ Gates in the 13. Row 3, we have Patrick Moore, I believe making his first career start. Name does not ring a bell, so alongside fellow league owner Roy Atchison. Then Hilton down, it looks like he's running out the field, if I'm not mistaken. Shows that on the starting grid. There's Hilton Young. We got Chris Hahn, actually. I don't recognize that name either. There's also a new driver right here, Chase Berry, Kenneth Sagert, Kirk Sagert, Greg Floyd, and Donald Floyd out on the track. So the grid was a little bit glitched there, but you're now taking a look at your starting grid. So space car lights are already off. Let's work right down that straightaway. We're gonna get ready.
We have a good turnout here.
Yeah, this is in case you're wondering, this is the new Pocono Raceway. It's not the old one. This is a new, really repaved one that came on Atchison recently. Technically, it was repaved 7 years ago, but yeah, this is the new version of the Pocono. So
I thought that was the old one. Oh well.
So yeah, we're gonna get this race on the way. The only track that has 3 turns, so and it's nicknamed the Tricky Triangle for a reason. I'll take a look at your weather here. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, looking direction north, 2 miles an hour, humidity 65%, partly cloudy, and 0% fog. So
should be a really good race.
Oh yeah, I feel like it. We're gonna see if anybody has anything for Justin Wilson. Again, he's been on a good hot streak, all besides Talladega. The only races in the last 10 races he's not won. So as pace car Michael Harf turned down on the pit lane. Green flag is out. Race number 12 here from Pocono.
The 58 gets a good start.
Justin Wilson gonna lead the field into turn 1. Jim Hunt now looking underneath him though, along with Jeffrey Meyer. They're side by side for second, as Justin Wilson is going to clear the field for now. Now come out of turn 2. It looks like Jim Moss going to get that second spot away from Jeffrey Meyer. As they work down the fastest part of the speedway, in between turns 1 and 2. Turn 2 is the quick one. You got to nail your lines perfectly, otherwise you're going to end up messing up, hit that outside wall, and that will cost you a lot. It's actually Justin Wilson going to slap just a bit. He's scraped the outside wall right there coming out of turn 2, as I was saying that. Jamont now right behind him.
Wow. And that's the first mistake we saw the 58 in a long time.
Yeah, luckily he didn't get any damage to that. He didn't hit it too badly. As now Jamont almost in contact right there. As looks like Justin Wilson a little bit tight. Jamont almost got into him. So
it was like Justin's struggling a little.
And maybe getting a little bit of pressure behind as he has 3 drivers right behind him. Now he's gonna go move up high. Let's Jamont underneath him. Jamont gonna go by. Take that race lead.
And take that.
And Jeffrey Meyer now also going to try to take advantage of that. He's going to try to go in second. Here comes CJ Gates now, also looking at that battle. CJ Gates was confident going 3 wide, decided to back out of it wisely. So going into turn 2. Justin Wilson going to hold on to second spot. Now CJ Gates up to 3rd. And Jeffrey Meyer still in 4th. Then you have Roy Atchison, that nice Superman Dale Jr. paint scheme. Run right there in 5th place. Good run for him tonight so far. Also want to remind you the stages are on lap 15 and on lap 30, so they can make it all the way until then without having to pit. So.
Do you know how much lasted to go till pitting? That's the real question. We're gonna find out like we did at Dover. You might have someone here, might short pitch here, just so you don't have to pit at the end of the stage and try to take the lead. That might be a factor. And at Pocono especially, you could actually pit, like short pit at last and potentially get it to the front. You won't be a lap down.
Yeah, this track's big enough. It's a 2.5 mile speedway. This track's big enough. You do not have to.
Oh, Roy hits the wall. And hits
Oh.
the 85.
Oh.
That race.
We got a first caution of the night on the. I don't want to say the back straightaway, so it wasn't back. Coming out of turn 2, 88 hit the wall. 85 made contact. We were first caution of the night. Oh yeah.
85's race is gonna be cut short.
And there's no fast repairs, so that'll be their race over. It looks like the 88 is still rolling, has quite a bit of damage. He's gonna have to fix that, but 85 definitely out early here tonight.
Wow.
You see right here, you see the 88 going into turn 2, and yeah, it's just a little bit up. And I was talking about, you gotta hit your marks perfectly, as you're gonna end up messing up. And wow, hard hit for 88 into the inside wall.
Oh yeah, very.
And so yeah, he's smoking as it goes to pit road. So unless he decides to try to fix that, it's pretty much he's definitely out of any contention of a good spot. But
Oh yeah.
taking a look at it here.
Only one of the waits about 30 minutes.
Yeah, about half an hour it is. About half an hour to pit and get that damage fixed. So he's probably gonna call it a night here. Yeah, you see the 88 just slid up. He tried on into the wall, and then he ended up finding contact with it, slid down the track, and the 85 of who's 85? 85 of Chris Hahn just had nowhere to go. T-boned and then hit the inside wall hard, and just said that end his night early. So definitely not the way he wanted to start off his season, and this is his first career start. Definitely not the way he wanted to start.
This is not how he wants to start his season here at Atchison Motorsports. But there's always next time.
So yeah, we're gonna ride on board now with the 85 machine, looking on at the 88 as he slides to hit that side wall. You see, yeah, I mean, if he honestly, I think if I was in a situation, I probably would have just lifted it and seen where the 88 went, because I mean, you know, he's signing up, obviously hit the wall. I mean, maybe he was trying to capitalize on it. Maybe he saw an opportunity to get, you know, I believe fifth spot it was, and yeah, he just wrong place, wrong time. So anyhow, that is going to bring the field down on the pit road. It looks like Jess Wilson to come out first. Actually, it looks like Jim Ott. Jim Ott looks like he decided to stay out along with Chase Berry and Donald Floyd. So Jess Wilson, he's going to come off pit road first. However, 3 cars stayed out, so he'll be 4th with fresh tires. Now, granted, I don't know what a huge difference. 5 lap tires. No, 5 lap fresher tires.
5 lap fresh tires.
Yeah, I got it that time. We'll do. But yeah, it looks like so. Everybody besides the top 3
it might make a difference.
I mean, with three guys staying out, that's gonna put Justin on the outside in the 2nd row. So, I mean, it should be a pretty good buffer for Jim Ott with about 5 laps to go left. We'll go back green flag. I believe it'll be 6 to go actually. We'll go back green flag for the end of this stage. So, I mean, we never know. It could work out really well for Jess Wilson. But he was kind of struggling even on the first lap. You know, he scraped the wall twice in the very first lap. So I think he was kind of pushing it. He was kind of struggling. So I guess maybe he just really wanted those fresh tires. Well, we're going to take this opportunity now to go under a quick commercial break. First one of the night since we're under caution flag. We'll go back green flag. We've got 6 to go in stage 1. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Calling a hotline and speaking with a stranger about your suicidal thoughts may seem daunting, but there's nothing to worry about. Let's walk through what happens when you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. When you dial the hotline, your call will go to a center full of volunteers that will ensure you remain anonymous. You may be placed on hold for a few moments while the volunteers finish helping other callers, but they do care about you. Please wait to be patched through. Once a volunteer answers your call, they will let you know that they're there to listen. Be open about your thoughts and feelings. If you seem to be in immediate danger, the volunteer will track down emergency services in your local area. When the volunteer is certain you aren't in immediate danger, they will ask you some questions like these. Do you feel like you can't go on any longer? Do you have a plan? Do you have access to therapy? Answer questions honestly. The volunteers will not be judgmental. They simply want to help you in any way they can. Some people call the hotline to speak with a sympathetic listener more than once. Many callers report later that calling in was extremely helpful. If you are struggling with thoughts of suicide or know someone who is, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline now at 1-800-273-8255 and press 1 for military members, veterans, and concerned family and friends.
Alright everybody, welcome back live to the Motorsports Xfinity Series Racing from Pocono Raceway. Under the first caution of the night, after a wreck between the 88 Atchison and the 85 of, I forgot his name again.
Chris Hahn.
Yeah, Chris Hahn. So Chris
Roy
Hahn
back on track, but 2 laps down.
Chris Hahn's still on pit road with tons of damage, so again, that'll probably be his night. Unfortunately, got taken out lap 4. But that happens. So that leaves up now some strategy. Jim Mont, Chase Berry, and Donald Floyd. You see the 3, the 11, and the 42 right there. They all stayed out under that caution. So 4-lap pressure tires for Justin Wilson and everybody else behind them. With we're gonna go back green flag with actually 7 laps to go in stage 1. As the caution flag will be thrown lap 15. Top 10 get stage points. So. Gonna be interesting to see if Jim Mont, Chase Berry, and Donald Floyd can hold out the 58 and everybody else behind them, but space lights are off. Everybody like their half turned on the pit lane. There it goes, and I feel it in the hands of Jim Mont. He goes, and we're back green flag.
42 did not a good start.
Jim Mont did get a great restart. Chase Berry did not get a great restart. Donald Floyd fell back a lot, and now it looks like just Wilson up to 3rd, pushing Chase Berry. He's going to try to get around that 11 machine as soon as possible. Chase Berry definitely put up a fight for him. Meanwhile, CJ Gates goes around the outside of Donald Floyd now for 4th place. And
oh yeah, Justin's much faster than the 11 car with those fresher tires.
Here it comes down low. She headed to turn 2 the side by side for 2nd place. Justin goes on down low. Easily has preferred lane. Going to take that spot. Chase Berry now falls back to 3rd. And now he's going to try to chase down Jim Mont.
So
now he's going to try
going after the stage points.
He's going to try to chase down Jim Mont. He can just go so much lower right there on turn 3. Gets a little bit wide, but has a good run. Just kind of swerving back and forth right now. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but just Wilson right all behind Jim Mont, kind of just trying to pressure into a mistake right now. Not tuning up his tires too much, as we have just 6 laps to go here in stage 1. Bring the rear bumper.
Oh, he's right on the bumper of the 3.
Almost pushed it down that back straightaway right there as to go into turn 2 once again. I think he's just kind of playing games with him right now. He definitely has the faster car as his first start. Here comes down low for the race lead.
He's going to most likely take.
Oh, almost some contact right there. And now the 3 is a lot of left side door damage right there. Shouldn't affect him at all, but
I don't think he's not very happy with that.
Yeah. Now Chase Berry right behind Jim Mont after that contact. Gary comes looking down low now for 2nd place. So we have just 5 laps to go here in stage 1. Looks like Chase Berry's going to get that spot. He also has to prefer lane. Now here comes CJ Gates now trying to take advantage of it. Nope, he clips the apron, sides at the racetrack. So Jim Mont is going to hold on to 3rd for now. As Jeffrey Meyer quietly moves up into the top 5 here. Got Hilton Young, Donald Floyd fell all the way back to 7th there after restarting 3rd and staying out. And then you got the 0-0 machine of Patrick Moore in his first career start. Right there in 8th. Kirk Sagert behind him. Greg Floyd, Kenneth Sagert, and Atchison, who is actually 3 laps down now. And then you got Chris Hahn still on pit road. So
well, he will always get the at least get the lucky dog or the free pass, so he's good.
yeah, it's gonna be 2 laps down then. And then he's guaranteed another stage caution, another caution for the stage. So he'll be 2 laps down or 1 lap down, and he's gonna need another caution caused by an actual incident. So right now they're side by side here for the 4th position. Jeffrey Meyer gonna go down low on CJ Gates. Actually picks up the spot quite easily.
And then yeah, that 58 of Justin's just pulling away from the 11.
Yeah, and Chase Bear is actually pulling away quite a bit from Jim Ott by a couple of car lengths so far, but actually Jeffrey Meyer.
It won't really mean much because the stage is almost over.
Jeffrey Meyer actually now looking to try to get that 3rd spot away. He's closing the gap right now. Jim Ott, he passed the 13 car pretty easily. Here he comes actually right on the rear bumper now of Jim Ott. Gonna see what he can do here down the front straightaway. Oh, the 13 is the wall.
The wall.
CJ Gates got the wall coming out of turn 3 right there. A lot of right foot damage for him. Remember, he actually got a little bit of damage last week, I believe, from hitting the wall. Then he actually got taken out by a lap car at some point on one of his restarts. So he's had a tough couple weeks, that's for sure. But yeah, Jeffrey Meyer right in the bumper there of Jim Ott, waiting for him to make a mistake. He's in that draft. Draft does play a big factor here at Pocono. These long straightaways that you get a lot of speed. You go about 190 down the straightaway between turn 1 and turn 2. So now they head into turn 3. 50 definitely driving in harder there, but he's got a pretty good run right here to see if he can do anything with it.
The 58 just lost 3 spots for going high. We just checked up a lot. He lost a lot of spots.
They go into turn 1. Jeffrey Meyer going to go down low on the 3 machine. Pretty easily takes that 3rd spot away. So guys kind of sliding up. Got a little bit tight on the exit. Let Jim Ott catch him a little bit, but not quite enough to try to make a crossover or anything. So move Jeffrey Meyer now up to 3rd.
Oh yeah, and Justin's just gone.
Yeah, so no contention at all for the stage victory. I guess staying out was not a good call by the top 3. It did not pay off at all, so.
Well, it did for 42. He was like running like around 9th to 8th. He did gain 2 spots at least.
That's true, he's 6th. Jim Ott, though, he was leading before the caution came out, and now he's all the way back to 4th, so. It's just Wilson's already led 6 laps, trying to pick up the most amount of laps led here. He's pretty good at doing that, so I want to see if he can do it again here tonight. Jim Ott currently still led the most amount of laps for now. He's led 7 of them until just a few laps. Just Wilson, this is actually the last lap of the stage, by the way, so when the leaders cross the finish line, caution flag will be thrown by race control, and top 10 will be given stage points, and then we'll have another cycle of pit stops, and actually Chase Perry now sliding up in turn 3. Got Jeffrey Meyer trying to close the gap on him before caution comes out here for the stage.
Not enough time, but so the 11 of Chase Perry would still stay 2nd.
Jeffrey Meyer going to be 3rd. Jim Ott going to be 4th. CJ Gates 5th. Kirk Sagert 6th. Donald Floyd 7th. Hilton Nunn 8th. Patrick Moore's first career start 9th. And Kenneth Sagert 10th as the caution flag has been thrown.
Justin Wilson will win stage 1 here tonight at Pocono.
He's already led 7 laps, so him and Jim will lead the most amount of laps so far. Again, Justin missed the first couple of starts, so he was way behind in points when it came in, but ever since he came into the series, he has dominated race in, race out. Besides, I believe Talladega's the only race that he's not won that he started in, so definitely a dominant performance by him. And we see Jim Ott, though, usually the guy that could contend for that lead and contend for that win. Chase Berry has moments that he can, definitely get up there, and like Bristol's kind of one of them. Dover, he was kind of up there, but Jess Wilson has been the dominant person right now. But Jim Mott definitely sometimes gives him money for his money.
Oh yeah, like Justin's just been unstoppable.
Yeah, pretty much. If anybody can if anybody has a really good shot of beating Justin, it's Jim Mott. And
it's himself.
Yeah, Jim's been pretty close a couple times. Like he's definitely in battle with him. And like Texas is definitely a key race where they really battled a lot for the lead, along with kind of a little bit of Auto Club, not quite so much his first start there, and it seems like every single race is pretty much between those two. Chase kind of had moments, Jeffries had moments, but Justin Wilson definitely been the fastest, and Jim's probably been the second fastest so far throughout the season. But so yeah, second caution of the night here. It's time for the stage caution. It looks like we still have no time for that. Not quite sure why my think that wanted to work, but so yeah, it looks like we still have 12 cars on track, 13 technically in the race, but 12 cars on track, 11 only laps still. So there we go. Now it's working. That was odd.
Roy will get the free pass / lucky dog as they come down pit road.
And
Justin pulling a fake out.
Justin gonna come up pit road. Looks like everybody's gonna pit here. Good call by everybody. I'm actually kind of surprised nobody really short pitted that stage. I figured somebody in the back like Kirk or Patrick or Hilton or Kenneth, Greg, one of those guys would kind of short pit that stage, since you don't go a lap down if you pit here, even for 4 tires and fuel. So
I'm shocked that no one actually did that as well.
It's kind of surprising. Maybe because the caution came out before then. Not quite sure, but I'm gonna take a look here for the race off pit road.
And like we predicted, Roy does get that lap back, and that's going to be 2 laps down.
As Justin Wilson is away, he's going to come off pit road first. Looks like Chase Berry might get second. Nope, Jeffrey Meyer got second. Nope, Chase Berry got second. So transfer it out right there.
Got second.
And then it looks like Kirk Sager got fourth. Hilton came off fifth, and Jim Mott, I think he was repairing some of that damage. He pulled out in front of Patrick Moore, who pulled off in front of Kenneth, and Donald Floyd and Greg Floyd.
And CJ is just going to stay in the pitch repairing damage he got after he hit the wall.
Coming out of turn 3 right there, we watched it live, and then got the 85 stomp here at 88. We're Atchison going to his last specs, and there's going to be 2 laps down, and we're going to take this opportunity to go to another commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirled, I wanna be the man that saves the world.
Look back lap to Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series Race 12 here from Pocono Raceway. Take a quick shout out to Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series sponsors, Paparazzi Accessories, along with Suda 7 with official partners with Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. So, under the second caution flag of the night here, for the end of stage 1, we had 8 caution laps, 2 lead changes between Jim Ott and Justin Wilson, who is currently the leader of the race. So, basically, lights are off. We're ready to get back green flag racing here for the start of stage 2. Stage 2 does end on lap 30, just a quick reminder there. So, again, they can't make it to the end of the stage without having to pit, so no worries on that note. As Justin Wilson so far has been the class of the field. But Chase Berry looking to try to contend on that outside lane. Pacer Mike DeHoller turned on the pit lane here. There it goes. It fills in the hand of Justin Wilson, and he goes back green. We're got green flag racing here. Looks like the double zero. Tried timing that start. Went a little bit too early there. Almost gave some contact. Actually, now he's going 3 wide through the middle with Jim Ott stuck on the outside.
Jeffrey Mears is on the bottom of Chase Berry, trying to take that second position away.
Yep, Jeffrey Meyer.
And does he do it? He does it.
Jeffrey Meyer around Chase Berry there for second place as the field goes down the back straightaway here. And he's ahead into turn 2. Looks like Justin Wilson up the track a little bit. Here comes Jeffrey Meyer charging into that corner hard. Here comes, looks down inside, down a Long Pond straightaway. There's not quite a bit of a run, though, to come out of turn 2, get that spot. He's definitely charging hard. Actually, there's a little bit of nose damage, looks like. Right in the rib arm 58. Did he have anywhere to go with that move, though?
Not quite yet, but he's there.
You're definitely there to see if the 58 makes a mistake or not. Actually going down a little bit low here in turn 1. He has a big run. Looks like Dustin's going to give him room, and here it goes on by. Side by side as they come out of turn 1, excuse me, as they go down the back straightaway here.
They're dead even side by side right there. But
side into turn 2, 50.
The 50 is your leader.
And just Wilson tries to pull a crossover, cannot quite do it. So headed in Long Pond straightaway. It looks like Jeffrey Meyer will pick up the race lead for the first time tonight. This comes out of turn 3, going to lead the first lap that he's led all night long. Chase Berry in 3rd, actually Hilton Young up in 4th. He was back there in 6th, I believe. Finished 6th in that stage, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like Jim Ott, he's falling all the way back to, oh, he's in 6th place. So it looks like Hilton Young's in 4th place. So Jim Ott back in 6th place right now. He was leading before that first caution came out. And the pit strategy kind of messed him up, and he fell back a little bit after contact with race leader Justin Wilson at the time. So he's falling quite a ways back now. Just Wilson, he's led 13 laps, the most amount of laps so far. So coming around this time by, there's a 7 to go here in stage 2. Now we're going to go on board with Justin Wilson and the gyro cam here. At second place, let's take a lap around Pocono Raceway. As I headed into turn 1, this track's actually really unique. Turn 1, a lot like Trenton. Turn 2 is a lot like Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I'm not quite sure what turn 3 is, but I don't know what turn 1 and 2 is. So. But yeah, very unique racetrack. 3 turns, no other track is like it. You know, they kind of took corners from different racetracks. I know it's an IndyCar track, and I always forget the name of it, but definitely very, very unique. Actually, is Justin Wilson has a right on board with the gyro cam here. It's a big run on Jeffrey Meyer. Looks to the outside. Gonna lift a little bit earlier there in corner entry though. Try to get set up for a good exit. Indeed he does. Gets a good exit out of turn 3. Gets a big run down the front straightaway here. 6 to go here in stage 1. Or stage 2, excuse me.
They're pretty much gapping their field, these two.
Hey, Chase Berry is second back right now behind race leader Jeffrey Meyer. Jeffrey Meyer got ran a little bit high right there, but still got a pretty decent exit. You're a little bit higher than Justin Wilson anyhow, but so it looks like Justin's definitely a lot better in turn 2 and 3, but looks like Jeffrey's just kind of better in turn 1, so it's going to be interesting. Turn 2 and 3 is the last 2 corners for the stage, so it might come down to those last 2 corners. It's actually turn 3. Jeffrey slipped up just a little bit. Here comes Justin, a big run, big head of steam. Looks to the inside.
Now he's on the inside of Jeffrey here.
Justin has a preferred lane going into turn 1 down here. Down low. Looks like he's going to pretty easily clear 50 machine, which is 5 laps to go here in stage 2. And like you mentioned, Steven, they definitely pulled away from the 11 machine. He's coming back there in 3rd, kind of hanging in there, but definitely not contending anybody. As you see, the 3 machine Jemai, he got around the 38 of Hilton Young. Now he's looking to try to get around the 40 machine of Kirk Sagert. He's headed to turn 2. Gets a pretty good run, looks high, and then 40 comes up in front of him. Now he's going to look low. Let's go down the long pond straightaway, door to door. It's going to turn 3. And Jemont now up to 4th. Well, I got 3 cars all in a pack right here. Patrick Moore, Greg Floyd, and Kenneth Sagert. Actually, Greg Floyd's in the grass a little bit.
Let's go dirt racing here at Pocono.
See where Atchison right there. He's behind Kenneth Sagert, but he's currently 2 laps down, so he's waiting for the stage caution to come out to get another lap back. Then he's going to need one actual incident caution.
Real caution.
In order to get back in the lap. So, it's going to be interesting to see if he can do that. He was up in 5th. Oh, double zeros on the wall.
Oh, we almost
contact. Yeah, Patrick
just got that caution.
Patrick Moore ran a little bit high right there, hit the outside wall, and then Greg Floyd got into the back room. Great save by both of them and everybody behind them to avoid that. As Atchison almost up in the wall right there.
Almost hit the wall there.
Almost parallel to what he did.
He had to check up a lot not to hit it, so good on him for not hitting the wall there.
Not gonna hurt him too badly though, as he's not racing anybody currently. He's still 2 laps down, right, in last place on track right now, in 12th place, I believe. So, you know, just Wilson's
We'll
out.
probably see Chris Hahn back on track eventually, but he's gonna be like just 20 plus laps down. So.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be probably like 40 laps down. But yeah, Just Wilson up to a 1.2 second lead here with just 3 laps to go here in stage 2. Jeffrey Meyer under pressure now from Chase Berry for that 2nd spot.
This asks the question: who can stop Justin Wilson?
It's gonna be interesting to see if anybody actually short pits this stage. Obviously, pit road closes with 2 to go. So if they want to pit, they're gonna have to pit right now.
If I was Jeffrey Meyer or Chase Berry, I probably would, and they do not. And pit road is closed.
Guess they decide that stage point is a little bit more important than the restart. But I mean, of course, stage points are important. As Chase Berry ran a little bit high in entry right there, but it's gonna set him up for a pretty good exit down the longest straightaway. So it's actually a pretty good call right there by him.
We might have a battle for 2nd here. Coming up soon.
Yeah, Chase Berry's running a different line. It's pretty good line actually. He's kind of arcing the corners more, which is definitely something you gotta do. Is yeah, he's really catching the 50 machine. The question is, does he have enough time with just 1 lap to go here in stage 2? Got a good run on that front stretch here. He's in a draft of the Jeffrey Meyer right there. Going to try to set up a pass into turn 1. He's going to probably look low. There he goes, down low on the 50 machine for 2nd place. He's heading into turn 1. 50 has to go up the racetrack to give the 11 room. Chase can't quite go in there as hard as he wanted to. Jeffrey going to slide up. Misses the wall. Chase going to try to fall. Chase going to try to fall in behind him now. This is for 9 points instead of 8 points. So racing for 1 point right now, but every point counts.
You never know, that 1 point may come in handy.
Chase Berry now tries to get an arc, kind of a little bit high right there, and I think it's going to cost him this chance. Got a little bit high right there in turn 2, and I think that's what kind of just kind of threw him off. So that's actually almost at the wall right there and exit. So Justin Wilson going to pick up stage 2 victory along with stage 1. So I'm going to try to look to go for the cycle once again. Here's at 18 laps so far. As we wait, admin race control for the caution. Chase Berry going to come 3rd. Jim Mott going to come 4th. Kirk Sager, Hilton Young, CJ Gates, Donald Floyd, Kenneth Sagert, and Greg Floyd is going to run out the top 10. Is where Atchison is going to get his lap back. And Patrick Moore, his first car not to get any stage points. Take a look at your stage results right there. Only one Ford up there in the top 10. Only 3 Fords in tonight's race, so the whole rest of the field is Chevy. So pretty.
And no Toyotas.
Yeah, pretty dominated race by Chevy tonight.
I think Chris might get back on track soon. I saw that team maybe take some tires. Unless that's just my thing, glitching out a little.
No, it looks like his car is mostly repaired. Let's see how long it's been pit road for. So he's on pit road now for 1,962 seconds, so. I'm guessing around that time. I can't quite do the quick math enough, but yeah, we're going to look at your leaders, as I'm pretty sure pit road's going to open this time for them, so.
He's been there for 20 minutes.
We're going to see Justin Wilson, Jeffrey Meyer, and everybody else behind them coming to pit road. Jeffrey Meyer definitely having a good run. Up in 2nd place, kind of quietly worked his way up in there, and then he held off Chase Berry for that 2nd spot, so good run for him. We're going to see if he has anything for Justin Wilson. Maybe Jim Mott can get back up there, also try to challenge, as he did get ahead of him earlier. So, as field just wasn't going to leave the field down on the pit road here.
I know these guys cannot mess up their pit-stops or speed.
Looks like everybody's going to cut off pit road except for Atchison. He's currently a lap down, so you'll get
his lap back.
You're going to need another free pass. I believe he's still going to be 1 lap down now.
He will be 1 lap down still.
Yes, so. He's gonna
Better
need
than 3 though.
Yeah, he's gonna need an instant caution. So they're coming down on into the pit stops. Looks like a pretty clean slide in for everybody. Jeff Meyer had to back up though. That's gonna cost them.
He's probably gonna lose 3 positions or so, two-ish positions.
He's probably gonna fall back to 5th, I'm guessing. Just Wilson off pit road. Jim Mott off pit road. Chase Berry off pit road. Jeff Meyer off pit road.
He
Gates
lost.
He
Couple spots.
He lost 2 actually, so you were spot on with that one. Okay, Sager off pit now. Kirk Sagert, Greg Floyd, and Patrick Moore had a drag race. Looks like Greg Floyd got it, and got 42. Donald Floyd still on pit road actually. Looks like it's a little bit of damage, so he's getting some of that fixed while he can. Good time to do it as we're under the caution flag for the 3rd time here tonight. 2 of them being for stage cautions, 1 of them being for incident on lap 4 between the 88 hitting the wall out of turn 2 and getting into the 85 machine. So that's why the 88's still getting his laps back and the 85's still on pit road repairing damage. So of course I don't think the 85's gonna really have any chance of passing anybody at this point unless somebody wrecks.
Even then, it's barely.
Yeah. See, I'm not quite sure.
If he,
he's back on track. He's back on track right now.
He's just gonna run some laps then, since he basically just can't pass anyone anymore.
Yeah, he's 28 laps down. So we have
about 40-ish laps left to go.
Yeah, we have 40. We're gonna have about 4 laps to go and go back green. So 41 laps to go exactly. So Unless when he wrecks the next 13 laps, he's not going to pass anybody. He's just going to come back down pit road. So, yeah. He's kind of swerving, so I'm guessing he's probably going to disconnect here.
Arnold Floyd, who was up front a little bit of the race, is now at the back.
Yeah, he repaired some of the damage he had.
Jim Alt, who had not a great stage 2, is now back up in second, being mid-pack. I'm just curious how much laps they can go on without pitting. That's the real question. Who's going to short pit, and who's going to get that win?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We don't quite exactly know how far they can make it on gas, since we've not had to have green flag pit stops yet with these 2 stages. So now the stages are out of the way. You're gonna have a 25 lap sprint. Excuse me, a 35 laps, or no, a 4 lap sprint. We go back green flag racing here, so I guarantee they're gonna have to pit at least once. Twice, I'm not quite sure about that. I don't think so, but it's gonna be interesting. So there's actually some guys clutching and coasting right now, trying to save fuel. So that's an interesting note there.
I just wonder how much laps they can go, and who's gonna short pit. Short pitting can work if done right. We're gonna see who can capitalize on it. And we'll be green this time. The lights in the pace car are out.
So just Wilson kind of race leader, Jim Mott on the outside. Jim probably has been the fastest guy to give a good chance to try to, I mean, we saw Jeffrey Meyer pass Justin earlier in that last one right there, but Justin did not take too long to get back around him. But Jim got ahead of him and actually got the lead there until that first caution came out. So it's going to be interesting to see what Jim can do, what Justin's going to do. Is he going to save his tires? Is he going to save fuel? I mean, it's going to get interesting, I can definitely tell you that much. Now that the stages are out of the way, no worry about stage points. You just got to go for that win. We're actually going to ride on board with Jim Ott for this restart, so let's go on board.
We need to get the good start to try to compete with the 58, since he's on that outside line.
Yeah, Jim Ott on the outside. I'm going to ride on board with him on this restart next to Justin Wilson. He's going to have to get a good start. Might even maybe just let Justin go and then try to cross him over. It's going to be interesting. Pace car lights are off. Harlifter down on the pit lane. And the green flag's back out. We're underway here. Actually got a good jump right there.
Oh, great start from the 3. Still side by side the 58.
That's
the best restart we've seen on the outside all day.
Yeah, great timing there by Jim Mott. Side by side as they go into turn 1. Just Wilson has the advantage for now. He also has the preferred lane as they go into the corner here. He's going to take that spot, it looks like, for now. Jim Mott still right there. Clear of...
You're going to get it. Oh, not enough.
Now here goes Jeffrey Meyer, and I try to pressure him. Not gonna quite happen. There's going to turn 2. Jim Mott a little bit slow in an entry right there. Actually, looks like Justin got a little bit of a gap to him. Oh, Jim gonna get a pretty good exit. So it's not over yet.
That 3 car has been fast.
Still got a little bit of left side door damage there from when him and 58 made contact earlier. There goes Jim with
you
that.
think the 3 might repay it?
Here comes Jim with a big run at 58, gonna block just a little bit, runs without a track. Jim definitely probably getting a little bit frustrated right now as he's gonna stick his nose underneath him anyhow though. He's heading into turn 1.
And almost like we'll take it since he does have that preferred lane.
Yep, clears Just Wilson on the corner exit here out of turn 1. And Jim Ott back on point. Do we see a crossover for Just Wilson? Does not look like it. He's actually gonna push him down back straight away.
And then he does not. I thought he was gonna go low there, but I guess he did not.
Yep.
He did not
Again,
going
he's
under the 3.
he likes to kind of play games sometimes. Just kind of rides behind, kind of stays patient. Knows he's a fast race car. No need to battle against the last lap. Oh, almost coming back at a 3 car right there. Kind of charged it in hard. Actually gonna try to go underneath them right now. They're side by side off turn 3. Justin kind of went a little bit high on entry and managed to arc the corner nice and easy right there, and it actually almost took that lap right there.
But he will take the lead back.
Now Jeffrey Meyer taking advantage of these guys battling. He's going to try to go underneath Jim Mott now for second. Going to see if he can get any thinner, or does Jim have the most off the corner? So Jeffrey still in that left rear corner panel, excuse me. He's going to pull back in line behind Jim Mott. Chase Berry now right behind Jeffrey Myers, so he's got to be careful not to lose that spot. And 4 cars all up here battling for the lead. Looks like Justin got a little bit of a gap there to Jim Ott, and he got Jeffrey Myers. Chase Berry stole the back over of Jeffrey Myers to go into turn 3, but Jim's running down the curb a little bit right there.
He's not losing him yet.
Yeah, now he's in that draft. Just head down that front straightaway and to see if he can get big enough a run to make a move. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to, but definitely going to try to set up this corner for turn 2. As the 58's again blocking just a little bit. Not blocking super aggressively, just kind of just taking his line away. Jeffrey sent it in a little bit hard right there. He's going to slide up the track just a bit. Jim actually got a great... Yeah, Jim got a great run on Justin right there. Justin kind of checked up on exit, and Jim did not. So Jim gets a great run. Going to have definitely prefer lanes to go in turn 2 here, side by side. Jim probably going to easily take the spot away. Indeed, he does. There comes Justin for the crossover. Nope.
Not going to do it.
He's going to stay behind him for now. Probably set up a pass out of turn 3 right here. As Chase Berry got him on Jeffrey Meyer now, right in the back corner of Justin Wilson. And now we have the 13 Susie Gates in this party up here. So 5 cars, all within about a half second of each other. It's probably the biggest battle we've seen all season long.
Pretty much.
As that into turn 1, looks like Jim Ott going to hold off Justin Wilson on the front stretch right there. Chase Berry now on the fire for Jeffrey Meyer. Looks like about a car length gap between Jim Ott there and Justin Wilson. As Justin rubber runs again right there. Jim got a little bit of a better corner right there. And headed into turn 3. Justin's usually pretty good in turn 3. He's better than the 50 car. He's better than the 3 car most times. So right there didn't get quite good enough a run that he was probably hoping for. But Jim Mott still out front. Like I said, Jim is probably...
There's 36 to go.
Yeah, Jim. Like I said, Jim's probably the guy that is going to definitely give Justin a run for his money each and every week. He usually manages to get ahead of him at some point, whether Justin passes him back or not. But interesting. Head to the back straight away here.
Do you think the 3 car is going to short pit as well since he's up front, or do you think he's going to pit with the 58 pits?
I think he's probably going to stay out. Actually, probably a lap or 2 more ahead of Justin, just because the fact he has that pressure from behind. Justin can pit, when he wants to, and Jim won't be able to at the same time, most likely. And he also probably doesn't want to pit with somebody right behind him because he might get run over. So you're probably going to see Jim pit after Justin, but interesting is Justin has a big run at turn 3 right here. He's going to look to the inside. Nope, he's going to fall behind him. So Jim leads that lap. He's now led at 11 of them. Just Wilson's on 25 of them, so Jim's going to have lead quite a few more to try to pick up those bonus points for most laps led. So heading into turn 1, Jim continues to hold the lead. Justin runs a little bit lower right there at turn 2, out of the turn right there on exit. I think Justin kind of saved his tires, actually, is what he's been doing. And now he's trying to set up for this longer run. As Justin continues to try to push the Jim. I think he's just trying to separate them, both of them, from Chase and Jeffrey and CJ and those guys. Because when they were battling really hard and they were kind of swapping back and forth, that's when that kind of let everybody close, and it was like top 5 were all separated by 4/10 of a second. So now they're kind of starting to spread out as we get on this long run, and Justin's kind of knowing that he's fast car his car. He doesn't want to push it too hard, make contact, wreck, or etc. And he also doesn't want to race side by side for too long, because then that'll let Chase and Jeffrey and those guys all catch back up. So, but still,
Well,
they're still on range right there. As you see, kind of CJ on apron right there, lap the car.
well, the 11 is they're not losing them yet.
Yeah,
They're
CJ.
gaining, but they're not losing them yet.
CJ's the only guy to kind of really fall out of this. He's still close, but not really close enough to contend for any position there. As yeah, I mean, they're still right there. Chase is actually hanging on to Justin pretty well. Jeffrey's kind of falling back a little bit, but they're not out of the woods yet, these top two. As you see Justin, he definitely seems to be faster than Jimmy. He's just kind of waiting for the right moment, taking it nice and easy right now.
And Chase Berry's right there still. And so is Jeffrey. Like, they're all hanging on still.
And again, it's going to be interesting to see when these guys pit. Because obviously you want to pit earlier for fresh tires. It usually does, in fact, gain you time. Then it also depends on the fact if you can make it all the way in on fuel. I'm not quite sure how many times these guys are going to have to pit. I'm guessing they're going to have to pit at least once. That's a fact. If they have to pit twice or if they're close, I don't know. We heard some guys clutching and coasting under caution to try to save fuel. So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, or maybe that's just a habit they have. I know I usually have that habit under caution, but you never know.
Now the Sonic got Chase Berry here.
Yeah, and now it looks like a tandem draft. And you see Justin just kind of right behind Jim. You got Jeffrey right behind Chase. Looks like Justin actually fell off behind Jim right there. I think pit window's probably gonna open around lap 50. I'm just guessing. So that's just
We're
what
not
I'm
really quite sure.
Yeah, that's just what I'm estimating. The pit window will probably open. Not 100%, sure on that one, but just what I'm guesstimating. Sure, that's when you're gonna see some guys pit. We already saw the 61 machine pit, but he was, he was kind of back in the pack, so I think maybe he got some damage in the wall or made contact with somebody in the back of the field or something along those lines. But I'm not seeing any guys in the actual front really pit. As I said, actually looks like Robert Moore's on pit road right now, and he was running in the top 10. So as Justin right in the rear of Jim is headed into turn 3 once again here.
And will Justin go low? No, he's still gonna stay out. Wait. No, he still stays behind the 3. I thought he was actually gonna go low this time, but no.
So we went back green flag on lap 35. So we've already gone 10 laps. So this lap, we've gone 10 laps now since the restart. They can make it 15 laps, as we know from the stage. So, again, pit window's probably going to open around lap 50, 55. Then they're going to have a stretch about 20 laps-ish to the end. So I think if they pit on lap 50, around lap 55-ish, somewhere around there, as you just continue to push Jim Mott right there down the straightaways, they can make it one stop, but it's going to be close. If these guys pit around anywhere between now and lap 55, it's going to be close to make it to the end, because if they pit at lap 55, they're splitting it up in half. They make it 20 laps to the point they pit, and then 20 laps in the last run. So, if they can make it to lap 55, they're in the clear. Based off what we've seen, they can make it 15 laps on the stage, so they don't have to worry about that. It's actually Jim Mott slid really high right there. Justin got a good run. Let's see if he does anything with it, though. And nope, he's just going to continue to push him. Bumper to the back of the 3 cars headed into turn 2 here. Just Wilson continuing to just stay patient behind the 3 car, kind of tap him whenever he gets a run instead of trying to pass him. I think he's going to probably wait until after the pit stop cycle to try to make a move, because I think, honestly,
caught back up to them.
Honestly, if you're the leader in a situation you make reflect pit stops, you're kind of in a bad spot because you don't know when the guys behind you are going to pit. And if you do pit, you got all those guys behind you, and, you know, kind of makes you worry that you're going to get run over. And there's a good chance you can. If you brake earlier than the guy behind you, you can easily get rear-ended and cause a collision. So, it's still kind of, you know, it's kind of, if you're the leader in this situation, it's not always the best spot to be in. But, I mean, it's not as huge deal as it is on plate racing. But meanwhile, Chase Berry, he's all the back over of Jess Wilson, actually, and Jeffrey Meyer's not too far back either, so.
Chase Berry can go for that second spot if he gets a good run.
Yeah, I think Jess Wilson currently is the fastest car, but Jim's doing a nice job holding him off, and Justin's just kind of being plain patient, and honestly, they're going to have to pit at some point here in the soon as all. Justin looking low on the 3 machine, could not quite get underneath them. So yeah, Jim's holding.
Jim on is doing really good, and no, not enough. Rubber run 58, try to pass him.
Yeah, Justin is it's definitely looking on the 3 car, but Jim's doing a great job holding him off. Justin's, you know, kind of just being patient. Obviously, he's looked a couple of times for the lead, but being pretty patient right now, looking just maybe to make the 3 car make a mistake or something, but. Or maybe he's just trying to separate.
CJ, Donald, and Greg come down pit road.
Which honestly,
and they all have damage.
I don't know if that's a good call because they're not going to make it to the end of the finish. They're going to make it to the finish because if they pit now, unless they can make it, unless they can make it about 28 laps on a tank of gas, they're not gonna make it to the end. I don't think they can make it that far anyhow. So. I know we already know we can make it 15 laps, and we've gone 13 laps. Now 14 is coming across to our finish line this time by. So
I thought they were pitting for damage repair.
I think they already just had damage begin with because the 42 and the 13 were fixing their cars last time, and I'm pretty sure the 26 already had damage also. So, but here goes Justin Wilson.
Won't go a lap down.
Justin for the race lead. Down low, down the back straightaway here. Just Wilson has a preferred lane going into turn 2 underneath Jim Ott. He let him lead long enough, and now he's going to try to go on by him for race lead.
And he's clear. He'll take the lead back.
Oh, Justin slid up just a track a little bit there.
He goes high.
Here comes Jim Ott looking to try to pull a crossover. Down low is headed to turn 3. Has the preferred lane. The door-to-door once again. Now Chase Berry looking on. He wants his guys to continue battling. He wants to catch up. And also contender for that lead is
it's gonna be close. No, the 58 still stays the lead.
And they're gonna pit.
No, they all come down pit road. Oh, but we have to see it. Do they speed? We don't know. We'll figure it out when they come back down. Who's staying out?
Looks like
this was a good call for the people that stayed out. The 40 comes down pit road.
Jim Mont actually in a bad situation right now because he has to go behind the 58 car because he has a pit road stall behind him. So he actually had to let the 58 go by so he can pull down low. Jeff Meyer gonna come down pit road. So now they're gonna have to try to make it 25 laps and take a gas. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think either way they all have to come down pit road.
Which means we're gonna either have somebody making on fuel as I know it looks like everybody's already pretty much pitted though.
I think they actually had a fuel. I think they had to come down for fuel. That's why the 13 of them came down.
Oh, Chase Berry's off pit road first. 2 tires, maybe.
But here comes CJ Gates.
The 2 tires for Chase Berry. No, he took 4 tires. So I'm not quite sure what happened to Jeffrey Meyer. Oh wow, Jim Mont and Just Wilson had a bad pit stop right there.
And the CJ Gate gets past the 50.
Jim Mont had a 29-second pit stop, and Just Wilson he had a 29-second pit stop. So Chase Berry comes out with a lead now. I'm not quite sure what happened to the 3 and the 58 in their pit stops. 30-second pit stops that's not normal at all. So yeah, the 11 he took 4 tires of gas, and he is well ahead now.
Also, CJ gained a couple spots from pitting from short pitting, or not short pitting, but pitting earlier.
Yeah, CJ Gates, he's currently he hit the wall. He's now going to pass Jeffrey Meyer there for second, I believe. Yeah, that's second.
Still,
so
he gained a lot of spots from it, so.
And currently, Chase Berry, he has a 7-second lead over Jeffrey Meyer.
Wow.
So, great job by Chase Berry right there. I think I made it to Jim Mont. Apologies
can't
if I
believe
did,
they
but
both had 29-second stops.
yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened to their pit stop, but that put Chase Berry in a good spot. So unless Kasha comes out, he makes a mistake, he's pretty much got this one locked up. But of course, it always could have come down.
Did they maybe speed on pit road or?
No, they didn't
Not
speed.
sure.
If they sped on pit road, they would have to come back down pit road, and they just. I didn't see them overshoot their pit stall or anything, and yeah, I don't know. That's really odd. I mean, so maybe they had some sort of glitch where, I mean, I know I've seen that sometimes where, like they take the pit crew, they do right side tires, do left side tires, and then do right side tires again. I've seen that happen before, where it's glitched, but yeah, it looks like their pit crew is kind of just screwing out of a chance
They're
of this
just
win.
making sure they had good tires. They're just making sure.
So the question is now,
Can anyone catch Chase?
well, the question is, can anybody make it on fuel? I mean, it put on lap 50,
I don't think so.
Then there's 25 laps to go on fuel, so they're all going to be about 5 laps short. So 5 laps is a lot to save. However, does anybody pull a strategy? Does Chase, take 4 tires, 2 tires, or to take no tires? Does somebody else take tires and gain time, or does somebody else take no tires and just pull out ahead? So it's good. It's gonna get exciting. It's gonna end of this thing. Jeffrey Meyer, he's slowly but surely catching Chase Berry. Actually, he's gained about 4 tenths the last lap.
Man, Chase I can't believe how great of a stop he got.
I mean, he got a no pit stop. That's the thing. He got a no pit stop.
Else.
But Jim and Jeffrey, they had a 29-second pit stop. We're gonna actually, We're actually gonna go back and look at. We're actually gonna go back and look at what happened there. Pit stop there because, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not quite sure. Usually, it counts as soon as they stop in their stall. So let's say overstood their pit stall. I'm not quite sure. I mean, yeah, we're gonna take a look back. As they come into their pit stall, right here you see the 58 and 3 going to their pit stall. 58 slides in, nice and easy. 3 does the same. They do right side tires. Right side tires are down. Now I go up on the left side. Put the left sides on. And then, yeah, they just sat there.
Maybe,
and
do you
there
think
goes
it's
Chase.
for damage?
No, I hear him revving the throttle like he's waiting to go.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, then he got to go. So I guess maybe they had a fuel issue with fuel in the car, and IRS and pit crew messed them up.
We can talk to them, I guess, after the race and talk to them. Hey, what happened there?
I think honestly they just I mean that's all that happened to both of them though. Usually it's just a glitch for one person, but that happened to both the 58 and the 3 car. So that put this race right in the hands of Chase Berry and Jeffrey Meyer. As here's the 3 cars pit stop. He comes in. Right side tires are up. Drop the jack. Now go up to the left side. Oh, yellow flag.
Wow, this changes everything here. Chase Berry's amazing lead is gone.
And what's it out for? 26 car, I believe. Greg Floyd.
And Roy will get back on the lead lap.
Take a look back what happened. Yep, out of turn 2, Greg Floyd. This changes everything. I do not want to just use that as a quote. Yeah, got tight out of turn 2 at the wall, much like we saw Roy do earlier, and hard impact of the inside wall. So that brings out the 4th caution of the night here tonight. And Chase Berry he definitely did not want to see that one happen.
Oh no, like having that much of a lead is gone. That's just, it must be the worst feeling.
But this definitely this definitely makes the 58 and the 3 happy. I'm sure they were pretty pissed off of their pit crews for screwing up there. Having a little bit of a Kyle Busch moment.
But they gotta go down again, though. Wait, they gotta go down this top anyway to fill up on gas. Make
so
sure
yeah,
they do have enough.
Everybody's gonna pit here because then they can make it to the end of the race on fuel and they're gonna all have fresh tires. So no, they're gonna have 20. They're gonna have 15 to go and they'll go back green. So it's gonna be close actually on fuel. because they went from lap 35 to 50. And when they go back green, it will be exactly 16 to go, actually. So they're going to be a lap short about. So they're going to have to actually...
Close.
Yeah, they're actually going to have to push it, unless they're getting a yellow, which you never know. And so, as you look at the pros and cons of this caution for each driver, Chase did not want to see that by all means. Jeffrey probably... I mean, unless he was happy...
Anyone else pretty much wanted it.
Unless Jeffrey wanted a second place finish, he was pretty much good. But this puts now Roy, he gets his lap back, so that's good for him. Justin and Jim getting screwed by their pit crews there. I'm sure they're definitely happy now. And CJ is also back. Everybody has a chance now. So it's going to get interesting to see if Justin and Jim can get back up there around Chase. I will say, Chase has had a pretty good car. I mean, he was third right before pit stops there when they came in, and then he came off third first. So it's going to be interesting to see if maybe he can even hold these guys off. I mean, you never know. Just because these guys have been class of the field, it does not mean that Chase, can't get a, cannot hold them off potentially. He's going to have a little bit of track position. I'm Jeffrey Myers.
The 40 car stays out.
In the way, probably.
Kirk Sargent. No, he's on the lead lap. Kirk stays out.
Kirk stays out. You're going to stay out. Maybe just delete a lap. Maybe just delete a lap to get a bonus point. Because he's going to be really slow if he actually stays out on track. But pit stop's going to happen here. Not only is he going to be slow, but also he's not going to make it to the end of the race on fuel. So, very interesting to see what happens to the pit crews here. As it looks like Chase Berry comes off pit road first. And Jeffrey Meyer back off second. Jim actually lost the spot, it looks like, to CJ. Oh, no, CJ was already ahead of him. Okay.
That's where he was, yeah. He didn't lose a spot. A1 pretty much stayed the same.
Yeah, nothing really changed. The 00 is actually still on pit road. I believe he actually has been on pit road for quite a while now.
He was involved in a wreck earlier.
Yeah,
with the 61.
He's been pit road now for 850 seconds. So, yeah, definitely on pit stop. But
he's 13 laps back, so...
We're going to take this opportunity now to go under another commercial break, probably the final one of the race. Don't go away, we'll be right back for the finish of this one.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back live here to Pocono Raceway for the ending of this one. Race number 12 here at Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series Season 1. So, yeah, we had interesting pit stops there on a green flag. Jim and Justin got kind of screwed by their pit crew. Fullback there, looks like the race was going to fall into the hands of Chase Berry, but caution flag flew out. And now Jeffrey Meyer, actually, he pitted while running second. So not only now does that put Just Wilson now up into that second spot on the front row, which is probably just pressure Chase even more. But this also, you know, changes to see if, you know, what's going to happen here. Can Jeffrey make it now on fuel? I believe he topped off on fuel. Again, we're looking, it's going to be close on fuel. We're going to have 16 to go. They're going to make about 15 laps on fuel. So, Jeffrey, he topped off. He's good on fuel. So, if we stay green the rest of the way, unless anybody saves and can make someone make it to the end, it's going to come down to, can Jeffrey then fuel mileage victory out of this one. So, going to get exciting. Probably one of the better, you know, best races we've had this season in terms of excitement-wise. So, basically, our lights are off. We're ready to make that left turn down onto pit lane. There it goes. And Chase Berry is going to go. Green flag's back out here from Pocono for the finish of this one. Chase Berry got a good restart, cleared the 58 and then some, actually. So, good restart there by Chase Berry, our race leader. As you see Jeffrey Meyer working his way up through the field, already up to 5th place here. So the field's kind of dwindling down here. Jim Ott also going to try to pressure Just Wilson for that second position. Just works our way down the back straightaway here. Heading into turn 2, Just Wilson has a pretty good run on the leader Chase Berry. We're going to see what Chase Berry can do here. He's going to have to play aggressive as we come up to just 15 laps to go. You see right there, he's not running quite next to the wall. Justin's actually pushing him, and now here comes Jim Ott now for second.
It's going to get very interesting, and Jim Ott, does he have enough to try to pass?
Oh, contact! Oh, Jim's going to go around.
Jim
locks it.
Cautions out.
Locks it down, managed to keep it off the wall, and going to keep going. Caution flag comes out for the 5th time here tonight. That was all caused because I think you know, Jim had to back out of it to keep from hitting Justin. And then Chase kind of checked up a little bit, and it was just a chain reaction right there. So, wow, that got pretty crazy right there. Great save by Jim Ott. I'm actually kind of surprised that caused the caution because Jim didn't even spin. He was actually below the track too. So, and look at it again here. Just chain reaction check up right there. Then Jim went sideways. Great job by him just to lock it down. Didn't even spin the car around. So, he was lucky. He was lucky.
Pit.
Yeah, he definitely probably will have to pit. He's at the back of the field anyway, so, you know, he's got old tires now. They're hot. They're already worn, so. But, yeah, great job by him to lock it down and keep it from getting any damage. Look him out. He still has a chance at this win. Don't come out just yet, but you see we are. Yeah, Chase checked up. Nobody really expected it. Justin checked up. Jim checked up, and then I think Jeffrey Meyer, I believe, was behind him, just got in the back of him. Obviously not intentional, just a chain reaction, nothing he could do.
Domino effect, basically, long story short.
Yeah, domino effect, nothing that anybody could really do in that situation. Actually, CJ Gates is one behind Jim Ott there.
Roy Atchison from being in a wreck earlier in the race is now up to 7th.
Yeah, you see Chase right there, he just checked up. And you see Justin checked up, did a great job keeping off of him. Jim got in the back a little bit of Justin, getting a little bit of dent. Then he was already getting sideways because he checked up so much, and CJ really nowhere to go. Got in a lift for corner panel of Jim, and then Jim goes around.
Nothing they can really do about that. That one's no one's fault.
Yeah, that was just a racing deal. I think Chase checked up, and nobody really expected it. Because, I mean, I guess he just got a little bit tight out of turn 3 right there. He checked up. And just domino effects, and the 3 was the one that came out of that with a spin.
It sucks for Jim Ott, but I'm pretty sure he can get back up to the front. His car is really fast.
Oh, he definitely has a good shot. So that's going to bring out the 5th caution of the night here. Is actually, yep, he's going to pit. CJ Gates is going to pit. Along with Roy Atchison, Greg Floyd. Kirk Stager is going to pit.
He's gonna probably get that front. He's gonna get the damage fixed he got from hitting him. So he might as well just get that repaired.
So because of that caution now, that kind of puts Jeffrey Meyer in a bad spot because he actually lost that position. He was second pitted so they can make it to the end on fuel, but now everybody can make it to the end on fuel with this caution, because now they can save. They're going to have to go about 11 laps on fuel now, so they can make it to the end now with this caution. So
he also has 2 lap fresh tires, and he's also on the inside starting, so it's not all that bad for him.
yeah, Jeffrey definitely still has a good shot. They'll cut him out. Obviously, his strategy didn't work out for him. He looked like he was actually going to probably be in the captain seat for that one, but all, you know, changed right there. Domino effect kind of shocked all of us, I'm pretty sure, as, you know, just check up right there from the leader and just domino effect all the way back. But now we're going to see here if we can get a word with somebody. So we're just going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to come back, see if we can get an interview with somebody, and if not, we're just going to come back. And we're going to have about a 10-lap shoot. Actually, Jeffrey's going to pit. Not quite sure why. But, so yeah, Jeffrey Meyer going to pit at 3rd place. But, again, we're going to go a quick commercial break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome live to the Motorsports Xfinity Series racing, brought to you by Prop Bras Accessories, along with Sousa Runners, with the official partners of the Motorsports Xfinity Series. So, going back, green flag racing here for 11-lap shootout to close off race number 12 here from Pocono. But a pretty exciting one so far. Only had 5 cautions, 2 of those being for stages. The latest one was out for the chain reaction there, the domino effect between the leaders. Jamont went for a little bit of a spin. He pitted along with a bunch of other guys. Jeffrey Meyer actually pitted at a 3rd place. Interesting. So Chase Berry currently your race leader, but I want to see if he can hold on to it. Just Wilson has proved to be pretty much the fastest car right here tonight. Chase has definitely been fast though, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Chase is going to have to get another good restart like he did last time. I'm just going to run on board with him right here. Pace car is off.
Pace car is off.
He goes.
Green flag's out.
And
Good
58
start.
got a pretty good start there also, but I think he may be a little bit slow in that shift, so Chase Berry going to clear. Just Wilson is headed into turn 1.
And there's Jim Hunt.
Oh, Greg Floyd going to make a 3 wide on the bottom. 3 wide is going to turn 1. Nope.
Ooh, almost hit CJ there.
Greg kind of backed out of going 3 wide, but still got underneath the gates right there. So Chase Berry clears Just Wilson. I'm sure he's probably looking in that mirror right now, and I'm sure his heart's racing right now because he's definitely in a good seat right here. His best run of the season. Oh, here comes Justin though. He's like the intimidator right now.
Justin isn't fast on the short runs.
Yeah, Justin seems to be kind of the intimidator right now. Right on the rear bumper, trying to force Chase into a mistake right now. Chase trying to make sure he hits his mark perfectly.
I know Chase really does well in turns 3 especially.
10 laps to go. So yeah, Justin trying to be the intimidator, trying to intimidate Chase into a mistake, and I don't mean that just as a joke. I mean that's what you gotta do. It's Hilton
38.
Hilton Young.
He's catching Justin.
Yeah, this is also Hilton Young's best run of the season. Up to here to 3rd, trying to look for 2nd actually at the end of this one. And the thing is though, is Justin right now, he's falling back. You may think, oh, he's slowing down. He could very well be saving tires right now, setting up for the last couple of runs to try to make a hard charge. But it's going to get interesting. We're going to see what happens here. Does Chase burn up his tires? Does Justin save him? It's going to be interesting.
Jim Hunt is in 4th, trying to get 3rd.
Chase slip a little bit right there. Justin actually hit the curbs a little bit too much right there. Rick Floyd's going to hit the outside wall, I think. Nope, he didn't.
He hit it, but he just nicked it.
So it looks like 38 full back a little bit right there. Jim's going to try to get back around him and get back up to 3rd place after his spin there. But Justin still all the back of Chase Berry, so heading into turn 1 with just 9 laps to go.
3 does have fresher tires, so...
I think he's kind of a little bit too far back, though. He's over 2nd back, still trying to get that 3rd spot away from Hilton Young. So it's gonna be tough for him if he can get around that 38 quickly. He may have a shot, maybe. But I just don't think there's not enough. I just don't think there's enough time yet for him to battle up with these leaders up here. Looks like I think Chase definitely has a better turn 1 and maybe even a better turn 2, but I think Justin usually nails turn 3 pretty well. As you see right there, he gets a good run on the front stretch. Chase trying to break the draft a little bit. Just 7 to go here. Excuse me, 8 to go at Pocono.
Man, it's going to be a close finish. Does Justin have anything for Chase here?
I feel like Justin, he's trying to save his tires and set it up for, you know, like a last lap or 2 to go. Sometime he's going to set up for a pass here. And it's gonna be interesting to see if he can do that. Can Chase hold him off? Chase is, like I said, he's had a pretty fast car, even on long runs. As you saw last time before that green flag pit stops right there. You saw Jim was leading, Justin's in 2nd, but Chase was not far behind. So Chase definitely has a good shot of making it work.
Ooh, as we see right here. Oh, not enough.
Justin got on the curb a little bit right there, and that kind of slid him up on exit right there.
I see sweet Jerry Meyer going for 3rd here.
Jeffrey Meyer getting pushed from Jim Mott now, going for 3rd place. And again, if the caution comes out with a 5 to go, so that's in 2 laps, the race will be over. So that will grant, at the current moment, Chase Berry with the win. If it comes out, so that could also play a role in this.
Jim Mott gets past the 38.
So now you got Jeff Meyer up to 3rd place, but he's 1.7 seconds back. Jim Mott now clear of the 40 and the 38. So they're continuing to battle there for that spot. Oh, the 38 is going wide, and that cost him the spot to Kirk Sajert right there. As a side-by-side for race lead, Just Wilson on the outside. Of course, it's not quite the preferred lane, so interesting call. Maybe he's going to try to pull a crossover here and Chase Berry.
Not enough.
He's going to get that draft. Yeah, not quite, but he's definitely going to get that draft. Down the front stretch. 6 to go here at Pocono. Again, he's probably...
exciting battles for the lead we had in a while.
He's probably going to try to save his tires. I mean, great job by Chase Berry. Just Wilson, he's been the dominant person ever since he came into the series and Auto Club. And, I mean, Chase Berry really doing a great job up here. wasn't for that caution by Greg Floyd, he would have already had this win in the bag pretty much. Now he's having to really work for it.
And if caution comes out next time, he puts the line. That would be the race.
Here we go. So Chase got a little bit wide right there, and turn 2, Justin pounced on that. And you see Chase, he just lets him go to the outside because he knows the inside lane is way faster, and it's paying off for him so far.
And he'll still keep the lead.
Yeah, great job by Chase Perry. So just 5 laps to go here. If caution comes out, the race is over. So next flag ends it pretty much.
CJ Gates hits the wall a little.
So yeah, Chase Perry, he knows
Chase wants a caution. Justin does not.
He knows that inside lane is the preferred and faster lane. You cannot. It's really hard to pass on the outside. So every single time you see it here, yep, Justin gets a run. Every single time Justin gets a run, you see Chase go down low. So he lets the outside lane open for him, and every single time he manages to clear him because the inside lane is so much faster. But he's got to make sure he doesn't mess up right here in turn 2 like he did last time. It might cost him eventually.
Oh, not yet.
Did a little bit of contact. I think Justin's trying to go down low, and Chase is just continuing to hold that spot.
Good block from Chase.
You gotta be careful at the wreck.
As you see, Justin's really good on turn 3.
And don't count Jeffrey Meyer out of this. If these guys get side by side and they start bumping each other, you might just see Jeffrey catch up because he's already gained half second in the last lap right there. So Jeffrey's he's slowly but surely making his way up here. And if these guys, if they start getting sideways and setting each other up the track, he may just bounce on it.
I think he's personally a little too far back to do that.
I mean,
he could. I think he's the cleanest car on the field with no damage.
He's gaining.
Really.
He gained a 10th in that corner right there. He's coming. We got 4 to go, and this is a pretty big track. If these guys continue to battle, and if they keep continuing to make contact, Jeffrey might have a chance at this.
True.
So Chase made turn 2 pretty nicely right there. Justin not gonna be able to get a good enough a run to try to get next to him as heading to turn 3 this time for the first time in a couple laps here. So coming out of turn 3, just be 3 laps to go here from Pocono. Justin down low. Here comes the big run. Can't quite get there.
Chase. Good block by Chase as he approach.
3 laps to go. And Jeffrey Meyer, he's coming quick. He's only 7/10 back. He gained 4/10 that lap.
A lot.
He gained 4/10 that lap. Like I said, do not cut him out yet. I mean, not only is he
pitting all that time to actually help to get the freshest tires on the field.
Yeah, he pitted right there out of 3rd place, and now he's back into 3rd. He's gained a 10th that corner. He's coming quick. Who's gonna be? Chase Berry, Justin Wilson, and Jeffrey Meyer. All 3 of them have a chance to end this one. He's gonna need the 58 and 11 to get side by side and start making contact. And as the 58 goes to the outside of Chase Berry,
this is what Jeffrey wants.
he might try to watch 58 try to. Yeah, he's gonna back out, and then he's gonna try to get down low right here.
Here we go, as we see. No,
he's not quite ready for a run. Yet. And I think Jeffrey kind of burned up his tires now. He's a second back as here comes Justin on the outside.
Not enough. 2 to go.
2 laps to go here from Pocono. Just 5 miles. Just looking low. You're going to fall back in behind him. Heading into turn 1. Chase continues to hold the lead for now. Does Justin have anything for him here in the last 2 laps?
Great run off that turn for Chase. Not for Chase, I meant for Justin. But remember, the outside line doesn't really mean crap here.
Especially in turn 2. It's really not good in turn 2. Out of all the corners, it's probably the worst one. To go on the outside. Justin wisely backs out of it. Chase continues to hold. He's got to make sure he nails his marks perfectly. Here comes Justin. The big run once again. Chase goes down low. Leaves the outside lane open for Justin. Is Justin going to get a good enough run right here in turn 3? He drives it in hard. Slides up just a bit. No, Chase is going to have to run right here. Does Justin pull a crossover? Chase has got a block. 1 lap to go here. 1 lap to go here. Just 2.5 miles for Chase Berry trying to hold off Justin Wilson. Can he do it for his first
bumper here?
Can he do it for his first career win? Justin Wilson charging hard. He usually races clean, but he may have to use bumper in this one. Through turn 1, Chase continues to hold that. Chase is going to make sure he nails turn 2 perfectly because that's the corner he seems to make some mistakes on just recently. Gonna be interesting. Here we go into turn 2. Justin still the back bumper of him.
The 11.
Oh, here comes Justin.
Has to be perfect here.
Justin's got to run to the outside. He goes, but it's not going to work again. Does he pull a crossover now? Last corner right here. No, he drives it in hard on the outside or side by side through turn 3. Who's going to be? Drag race to start finish line. Chase Berry on the inside. Justin Wilson on the outside. Here they come. Across the start finish line is going to be Chase Berry. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What a finish.
I thought
Wow.
definitely would have won that one. Because MD 11.
And Chase Berry
into the wall.
gets his first career win here at Pocono. Wow. What a finish.
Oh! 3. Claim Boyer kind of burn out here.
Wow. What a finish.
The 11 excited and doing the burnout immediately, like Clint Boyer did.
And actually, because he led all the way to the end right there, he actually got the most amount of laps led. He led 26, and Justin only led 25.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Wow. Chase Berry.
Finish.
That is one for the record books, that's for sure.
He deserved that one.
Man, Justin, he got a great run right there. Every single time that Chase backs up at turn 2, Justin would look to the outside, and he always had to back out of it. But right there, he managed to stay in the gas, and he managed to he stick to the outside and hold that ground, and they make contact across their finish line. But Chase Berry is your victor at the end of it by just wow. As he blows his engine up. He celebrated so hard he blew his engine straight up. But yeah, he won by only 1/100th of a second.
Wow, that was very intense.
1.3 hundredths of a second. Chase Berry won that by. And we'll take a look back at that finish because wow, is that one to look at. What a finish here at Pocono Raceway. We're going to take a go back all the way to turn 2 here when Justin looked to the outside of Chase to the lead. Yeah, here comes Justin. Every single time every single time Chase messed up in the corner, he would just let Justin by on the outside because he knew that instantly was way better going to turn 3, and every single time he did that, it usually paid off for him. So gonna look right here, yeah. Coming out of turn 2, you see Chase kind of messes up. He sticks it down low, though. He holds the bottom groove. Justin takes the open door, goes to the outside. And usually, again, right here, he usually would back out of it. But he drives it in hard on the outside. And it's just a sick door-to-door with him. Got a great run. He got a little bit of momentum on the outside. They're side by side. And right across the start-finish line they come. The 58 doored the 11 just a little bit, but was not quite enough for the victory here at Pocono. Wow, what a close finish. I'm actually going to look quickly at this from a different angle. By far the best finish of the season, and so we're going to take a look right here at the finish. That's how much it was by right there. By a nose.
Great finish to a good race, man.
So Chase Berry comes out with the victory here at Pocono's first career victory. The Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Great job by him. And making contact as he came across the finish line, and he got so excited he didn't wait at all to burn him down here in turn 1. Of course, after heavy contact outside wall and chip off. Wow, that was an amazing finish by far. So we're gonna see here. We're gonna try to bring down your top finishers here. But of course, we're going to have to go to a quick commercial break in between then, so we'll be right back for your interviews with the top 3 finishers here for Pocono Raceway after a photo finish. Welcome back live to Motorsports Xfinity Series post-race coverage here from Pocono Raceway. Race number 12, photo finish, and it went into the hands of Chase Berry, being victorious over Justin Wilson, coming across the line by only 1.3 hundredths of a second. Great finish here at Pocono for race number 12 at Motorsports Xfinity Series. So we're going to take an opportunity now to go with your top finishers here. We're going to work with them. So we're going to bring Jeff Meyer into the broadcast booth. Jeff Meyer, do you have a copy?
Yep.
So Jeff, we saw you up there much of the night, ran in the top 5 pretty quietly. We saw you get second there on the green flag pit stops, and then it kind of shaked out from there. It was close on fuel. You decided to pit. Looks like you maybe were going to get in the catbird seat, but then obviously Jim Ott went for a spin there, and it kind of changed everything. So you pitted again after that, actually, and you ended up winding up coming in third here. You're making a great charge right there at the end of the race right there. It looked like you were going to, be the third man of the battle right there. Unfortunately, you kind of fell back. I think you kind of went off your tires a little bit and fell back. Just talk about your race there tonight and, with the pit strategy and how everything was going out there.
Yeah, before the second last caution there, I was hoping it was just going to go green because I had a few second lead on Justin and was just kind of hoping for it to run out, and then we got the caution and everybody got tied up, and so I went in. I wasn't sure. I know we were close on fuel, so went in again. I figured I'll just start in the back. I can run my way back through the field. I did it a couple times, I guess.
Yeah, certainly, and it came out short. Like I said, you're making a good charge right there. What were you thinking about there at the end? Once you pitted, you started from the rear of the field, rear of the pack there. What were you thinking about through your mind as you knew you had to try to work through the field? And did you think you have a shot at the win, or you're just trying to look for a good top 3 or top 5 finish?
Yeah, I figured I was a top 3 car, and I was not gonna try for more than I can get. So if I figure I was top 3, that's where I was happy finishing there. Just had to be careful running through the field, and just had to get up there as soon as I could and maybe have a chance at the leaders, but that was just too far back. Yeah,
certainly, and also you had probably the cleanest car, or if not really close to it on the track here. You kept your nose clean. Great job by you in a third place finish. So any special strategies want to give for a third place finisher tonight?
You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Any shout-outs want to give for your third place finish here tonight?
What's that?
Any shout-outs want to give for your third place finish?
Oh, thanks to you guys for putting on the show. You guys do a good job. Roy for putting on the league. We got a good group of guys here, and we're going to have some fun racing this year.
Thank you for your time, Jeffrey, and have a good night.
All right, thanks.
Alrighty, so that was your third place finisher here, Jeffrey Meyer. Apologize for the mic issues there in the interview. I'm not quite sure what's up with Discord. But we're going to bring your second place finisher in here just a moment, Justin Wilson. Going to try to work on fixing that issue there. Alrighty, we're in the booth here. Just Wilson, do you have a copy?
Yeah, but what's going on?
So yeah, Justin, again, you ran a solid night here. Led 25 laps en route to a second and a really close second place finish at that. Great battle between you and Chase there. Really exciting watching it up here in the booth. A really close finish. What was running through your mind there in those last few laps as you knew Chase was kind of hogging the bottom. You knew that was faster, and he was holding him off. What were you trying to set up, and were you trying to save your tires? Talk to us what was going through your mind right there at the end of the race.
Well, I was definitely trying to set him up to pass him. I knew that he was fairly strong in 1 and 3. Not to a point where I couldn't pass him, but I knew I was very, very strong compared to him in turn 2. And that's where I was going to try and set it up to get it, but he kept running that defensive line and really messed me up. So he did a really good job in running his race and doing the necessary blocks to keep me behind him. So I can't be mad about it at all.
Yeah, certainly, and it was definitely a thriller. That was every time you got to the outside, he would, you would jump down low, let you the outside at turn two, and in the last lap right there, it was the first time you actually really you were able to stick on the outside to come out of the corner right there, because every time before that you kind of let off early and falling behind him. So, do you think, coming out of turn 3 right there, did you have a chance, or we saw you door him a little bit, just coming across the line, just what were you thinking right there at the finish?
Well, yeah, I would have tried running up there a little sooner. I just didn't want to burn my stuff up because I knew the 50 and the 3 were going to be catching up to us because they pitted and got fresher tires. And so I figured that I was going to save that move for the last lap, and see if it'll stick up there. And it did, but we were just a couple of inches too short.
Yeah, you won stage 1 and stage 2, so, coming up second and a close one at that, definitely not a disappointment for points day overall. We saw pit stops, the only green flag pit stops of the race. We saw you and Jim and Chase and Jeffrey all come in at the same time right there, and then it looked like you and Jim had some sort of issue, like a 30-second pit stop. But what was that? Can you explain that to us?
Oh yeah, me and Jim, we both sped on pit road. It gave us a 15-second penalty while we were down there, so that really hurt us. But we were trying to come back to it. Well, I mean, if we went for that caution, we wouldn't have even had a shot to bring it to win, because Chase was so far ahead. And but like I said, I want to say congrats to Chase. We've been racing with him a while. He's been learning a lot since he started, and he's starting to really understand it, really get it. So this win's all him.
Yeah, we were trying to, me and Steven were trying to figure that out, because I mean it was both you and Steven, and then Chase pulled off way ahead. So it definitely looked like Chase had that in the bag until that Greg Floyd caused a caution right there. But any shout-outs you want to give for your run-up finish?
Not just Roy and you guys for putting the show on, and it's the thing we do on Sundays. It's pretty fun. And congrats to Chase for winning, getting this first win. And Jim, we were running there. It's like they got caught up in that mess on that one restart. But I want to thank those guys. And yeah, we'll see you in the next race.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Justin, and have a good night.
You too, bud.
Alright, so that's your second place finisher, Justin Wilson. First race he's lost besides Talladega, actually. He led 25 laps, second most on the laps led. And now we're going to try to go with your race winner, Chase Barrett. I'm sure he's going to be pretty ecstatic about this one. We'll put into the booth here. Chase Barrett, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah, Chase, I mean, your first win, probably a lot of excitement running through you right now. You did a great job of holding off Justin Wilson right there. Very defensive line. It looked like you had it in the bag there after green flag pit stops, after the 3 in the 58 sped on pit road right there. You had about a 7-second lead. Caution came out, and then the whole race changed complexion from there. So, great. You came out with the victory and a very, very close finish here tonight. So, just talk to us, man.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a fun race. Like I wasn't nearly as fast as Justin by all means. Jim was faster than me and everything too. You got to give those guys, they're really fast every week, and it's hard to beat them and everything. And I know in practice I found something after watching Justin, everything. But yeah, that caution came out. I was like 12 seconds ahead, 10 seconds, something I don't even know. So after they sped, I was kind of mad because like, okay, I still had to make a pit stop, but I was just gonna do gas and go and right off into the sunset. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of upset with that. And then at the end, I won. That's cool. But I was definitely trying to drive defensive. Like, I was like cross-eyed, one eye out the front windshield, one eye in the mirror. And it's definitely, I gotta, give a huge shout out to Justin for not wrecking me or bumping me and all that, man. I've got a lot of respect for him, man.
Yeah, certainly. He could have, definitely used the bumper there, and he didn't. It was a great battle all the way up until the end there. Congratulations to win first roll, and you actually, because you led all the way from that restart all the way to the end, you actually picked up most amount of laps led by 1 lap over Justin. So you got the bonus points for that. So you also
just 2 things tonight.
So yeah, you got your first career win. You came out of nowhere right there. You definitely, you were in the top 3, obviously, kind of just quietly sitting back there, and, you came alive right after those pit stops, and it just kind of changed from there. So we saw right after that caution came out when you were leading by 7 seconds, it looked like you guys were really close on fuel because you could make it about 15 laps in fuel. Am I correct?
Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, I would have to stretch it probably about another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 laps. I'm not 100% sure to even make it to the end. So I was just gonna come down and do gas only, and then if you can make that, then hats off to you.
Yeah, we went back green with 16 to go, and we saw Jeffrey Meyer. He was second behind you right there for pit stops in that caution, and he actually pitted again for fuel. So it looks like he was going to be in the catbird seat, but then obviously, you got kind of tight at the turn 3, and that caused a chain reaction, and Jim finally went around. So just talk about your defensive line there. You kind of briefly a little bit, but you knew the inside lane was faster, so you had to defend that line. So talk about what was running through your mind as you knew 58 was trying to intimidate you there and trying to get underneath you, but you were able to hold him off. Just talk about what kind of line you knew you had to run to hold him off.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and I want to apologize to Jim about that, man. I missed my mark, and I knew I could not let Justin underneath me because if I did, he was riding off into the sunset, and I could not handle that. So I definitely apologize to Jim, everybody that's involved in that. But yeah, I knew back to the point, like I knew once he gets inside of me, it's over. So in 2, he's crazy good in 2. 1, he was really good coming off the corner. 3, he was a little bit better than me. Like, he was the best car, no doubt in my mind. He was faster, all that. I just had to hope and pray and do what I needed to do, either stay in front.
Yeah, and I mean, every time it looks like turn 2 is probably, I mean, no, obviously no offense, but it looks like it was kind of like your worst corner, and he got a lot of runs in you right there in turn 2, and he would always stick to the outside because you would hold that inside lane, and when he was forced to go to the outside, he kind of had to back out of it. But right there on the last lap, he held it, and you came across the line, photo finish. What were your thoughts coming into turn 3 just alone right there as if you saw him on your outside and were you looking at him, or what was going on through your mind right there?
I was actually looking to the right. I had to, cause I was looking to the right. Like, all right, hey. I don't know, man. It's one of the things. Just happened, man. I don't know. Just, yeah, I don't know. He's good. I don't know this. Like, I don't know what to say.
Well, you beat him, so you're definitely can have a little moment right there. But any shout-outs want to give for your first career victory here tonight?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to Justin, for being one of like the best people you ever met in your life. Uh, Dude, Chris Holm, he kept me smiling and laughing the whole time and joking with me and everything like that. So thanks for him. It kept me relaxed and not losing my freaking mind. And then Jim, sorry for what happened earlier with that. So and yeah, those guys helped me become who I am.
Thank you for your time, Chase. Congratulations on your first win.
All right, enjoy and woo!
Alrighty, so that was your winner here tonight, Chase Berry, picking up his first career victory. Obviously, very excited about that. And a photo finish, the closest finish we've actually had here in LCTV. So I'm sure we're definitely going to promote that later. But so yeah, we're actually going to bring the league owner up here, Roy Atchison. Just a moment. So they're going to find his car right here. Roy Atchison, do you have a copy?
I sure do, buddy.
So yeah, Roy, we saw you got involved in that first incident there on lap 4. You got tight, hit the outside wall, and you made contact with 85. Went a couple laps down there, made him back up. Lucky, with getting a lucky dog there with the free passes and the cautions that came out right there. You finished P10, I believe, right here tonight. But thoughts obviously on the race itself as a whole, being a league owner.
Yeah, I just first of all, I just want to congratulate Chase Berry for his win and Justin Wilson for second and Jeff Lemire for third. Top 3 guys and Jim Ott. They're always up there in the front. And I was trying a little something. I was trying to stay out. I was gonna try to get a one point, but that didn't work in my favor. So I just shot back down and in the 40 where I was catching them, and on the 40 I didn't want to hit them, so I had to EWO up and hit the brakes a little bit so I wouldn't hit them, and that kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I think I could have got a little bit better finish. But I'm happy with the top 10. Going in the points right now, I'm in 7th in points for the chase. 12 more races. I think I'll make the chase at least. probably for a couple weeks, and after that, it'll probably scatter from there.
So, yeah, again, as the owner, thoughts on the battle there at the end, obviously, between Chase and Justin in the photo finish by 1/100th of a second, coming down right to the wire. Thoughts on, watching, obviously, you were in the car by yourself, so you can't really see it live, but I don't know if you looked at the replay or not, but just thoughts on the finish right there. I mean, obviously, the best finish of the season.
Yeah, so far that's been the best finish besides the Talladega. That was a really good finish with I think a top 7 were right there. That was my best finish of the year. But other than that, these guys are doing really good. We're progressing. We're getting a couple guys here and there, losing a few guys. We got a lot of things coming up next year, and hopefully we get the same guys back, and we have the same kind of racing, and it's fun, and I enjoy it, and it's what I do.
Yeah, certainly. And thoughts on next week at Michigan, I believe it is?
Michigan, man, Michigan's another beast. You can eat your tires up quick, and you can save them and still lose a lot of ground, and it's just back and forth. But I just want to thank you for broadcasting, and Paparazzi Jewelry for putting on the show, and Suicide Awareness. And we just got on board with Randy Raps. He did my rap, and I was trying something different, and I brought a new rap out thinking it's going to be a little bit better, but I guess it shows you that it takes a lot of driving to get up there.
Yeah, certainly like the paint scheme, by the way. The Superman paint scheme looks pretty sharp there. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Dale Jr. 2014, 2013 paint scheme.
Yeah, I got 3 more I'm bringing out each week, and then he's going to make me some more for the chase, and they're actually going to be chase running cars, and I'm going to throw in some other paints in there and try to keep the same ones going. And so, yeah, I like the Superman logo, and I like the Superman paint scheme, so that's my first choice. We got a new one coming out next week. Stay tuned.
All right, sounds good, Roy. Now have a good night.
You too, brother. Thank you for broadcasting again.
Yep, no problem. Already says we're just in legal owner finishing in the top 10 here tonight, as you heard right there. So, yeah, Chase Berry comes out victorious here tonight for his first career victory in a photo finish. Take a look at it right there. It's certainly a great finish right there, all the way to the end, all the way from the restart all the way to the end. They were battling right there and ended up finishing 1-2 door to door. So, again, well, thank you all guys for watching tonight's broadcast. I mean, you definitely got your time's worth. I won't say money's worth since you haven't paid for anything, but yeah, I mean, great finish here. Probably definitely up there, the best finish of the season so far, as you heard. And so yeah, thank you all for watching. I want to give another quick sponsor fly right here. Paparazzi Accessories, along with Suicide Awareness. And before I forget, we're going to go look at the results top to bottom here. So Chase Berry picks up the first win of the season by 1/100th of a second. Just by nose over Justin Wilson, who rounds up second place. Jeffrey Meyer is going to finish P3. Jim Mott, after that spin right there, bring out the last yellow. He got kind of chain reaction and domino affected, and he went for a spin. He's going to finish 4th. Chris picks up a top 5. Hilton, he's going to finish 6th. CJ Gates 7th. Donald Floyd and Greg Floyd in 8th and 9th. And Roy Atchison running at your top 10. First car lap time, Patrick Moore got caught up in a wreck right there. Had to fix it, so he finished 26 laps down. Kenneth Sager also 33 laps down, and Chris Hahn getting taken out in that first wreck right there on lap 4. He's going to finish 71 laps down. So, yeah, again, we're going to thank you all for coming out and watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed it. And we're going to see you all here next week, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time, as always, for some racing from the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway, NASCAR's fastest track. So make sure you come out and watch that. So again, we'll thank you all for watching, and have a good night.